Hello, everyone. Sorry about that delay. My alarm, for some reason, went to 7:50. Oh, it still hurts. Oh, oh, um, uh, I don't know what's going on. I woke up and my throat is hurting to all hell. Oh, yo, burn some incense for me. I will. I can definitely burn some incense so that the Omnisaya can be there for you. Mm. Yeah, no, I woke up, my throat's fucking sore to all hell. So if I go quiet, it's probably because my throat's hurting, just to let you all know up ahead. In the sacred tongue of the Omnisaya, we pray for his generosity and mercy. Let the light of the God Emperor and the Machine God show you the way. That hurts. Oh, alright. We're in Virunga, and we got some more areas to explore. We almost finished up with the north, but we got one more spot to do. Once we finish that, we're heading south. I sound like a 50-year-old trucker. No, don't say that. I am Matthias. Welcome. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's just I woke up like this. Ugh. But no reason to hold back. So, off we go. Time frame 16:15. Alright, we're not going to have the sun for much longer before we go into the darkness. So, any more gambling going on, Matthias? How'd you do in enlisted? Oh, oh. Voice get deeper, sound depressed. No, I woke up and my throat's really sore for some reason. I mean, I felt it yesterday, but it was nowhere near as bad as it is right now. Rabbits. Yeah, no. So if I end up going quiet for a while, it's probably because my throat's just really hurting. And then the lateness was because I was an idiot. For some reason, my alarm went off at 7:50 instead of 5:50. Drink something that could help. I have been. I've been drinking water. Water helps with literally everything in existence, but I figure some proper medicine afterwards will be called for. Ah, mm. Oh, oh, what are you? The wind is in our favor. 270. That should drop him. 50. Oh, he's coming towards us. Wonderful. He's down. Ah. Oh, there's a whole herd with him. Well, good thing is, it looks like he was the largest one aside from that other six right there. New event enlisted. Oh. Problem is, like every time I have to yawn, and as you all know in the mornings, I'm a terrible yawner. Just exasperates it. It's like something you can feel like on the back of your throat, like just a little scar, but it's not a scar. You can just feel like this area is irritated for some reason. See you, Smog. Take care of yourself. Hope you have a good one. Stop yelling. Oh. Let's just run. I don't think there's anything here. Oh, you're not that big. Maybe a silver. Yeah, silver. 705.42 kilograms, 113.24 trophy rating, silver stamp, 1,370 in cash. First shot, ooh, not good at all. Second shot, wait a minute. What the hell is this shit? You're telling me a bullet that was the same distance away, it pierced that, but on the next bullet, it punched through the scapula and into the lung? Okay, sure. Glenn it's an engineer squad that can use assault rifles. Assault rifles or SMGs? Because with them being able to use SMGs beforehand, it wasn't too bad. No, wait. They aren't allowed to use SMGs. What am I thinking? They're shotguns and semi-autos and rifles. Ow, 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 ow. Oh well, so they're gonna be like partisans. Well, I don't know about other partisans, but my partisans, I always equip them with like little SMGs. I think my favorite one that I had before I got Smoke Brigade was my partisans who had the Oberizes before they were nerfed. But I gave them Oberiz and a rifle. I don't remember which one. Just so that they can assault and then do some long distance sniping to the best of ability, especially seeing as how you're in the back ranks. Squads are for USA and Japan, so yeah, they ain't good for you. I'm still trying to get them if I could. That's glare. Doesn't look like there's anything big here aside from some lesser kudus. Yeah, no, nothing but them. See, so from there we go to Novella Land. Probably right there. Okay. Judging by all this, I think it's probably a codex thing. Usually there's a road if it's like an outpost or a lookout tower. That is a lovely view. Also, who are those on the shore? Pigs! And we were right, codex. Ooh, however, the river gap's pretty big. We gotta go off to the side. Holy shit, in the event is a Chesic pistol with a silencer. What's with all these silencers coming out? I get that they were just kind of just coming into being, but it's all like, yeah, sure, you'll get these like 1 in 50 made silencers or some shit like that. I don't know the exact numbers for sure. Oh, the wind is against us. There's nothing we could do too much about that. Very old tracks, nothing for it. Because they want to make the Poxons more annoying. I mean, how can you make one of the most annoying squads even more annoying? Why don't you just give them silencers for all their weapons? Yeah, those pigs will still be there. There's 2 level 4s. 4850. They're both 4850. Okay, so we got a small group here drinking, but the problem is if we try and get this group over here, those 2 big males over there will run away. 4353. Yeah, no, those guys are higher by like a minimum of 5 points, right? Yeah. Oh, what are you? Level 3. My god, there's a lot of pigs over here. Alright, but none of them are as big as we want. My concern is that if we go over there, we're gonna startle these guys over here. They're gonna make a bunch of calls. It says he's fleeing. I wonder if he's bugged. So yeah, we're gonna go get these guys first. After we get this spot, I'm gonna go find some medicine real quick, because this shit's hurting too much in my throat. As far as I can tell, there isn't any difference in weight, size, or trophy rating. They're both level 4s, 97 to 123, 48 to 58. Our problem is this guy's at a bad angle. Oh, fuck, there's another one. Don't attack me, please. Alright. 150. A little bit closer. Alright, that's fine. He's still moving. I don't like that. Please reload the faster. Oh, no, he's going down. There's even more of them. Holy shit, there are a lot of pigs down here. I saw a shadow. Oh well. Any other pigs want to challenge me? Very well. Yeah, that's a pretty good murder alley. See, I'm not crazy. I do see shadows. But whatever did it, I do not see them. Oh. Holy crap, did we just kill Pumbaa and his family line? Ooh, excuse me. Any more pigs? Two, four. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Now, before I go further again, anyone else? Alright. 116.02 kilograms, 49.34 trophy rating, gold stamp. He's pretty good. Oh wow, we needed 58.19, so those other twos that we saw, they might be potential diamonds. I'd be happier at a level 5. Nonetheless, 1,129 in cash. Left lung, liver. Very well, I'll take it. Male, 99.06 kilograms, a 42.16 trophy rating, a silver stamp with 1,056 in cash. Right through the scapula into the double lungs. Alright, so more than likely the hunting pressure is keeping the rest of them away. Oh, with all those gunshots, I'm pretty sure we can just run as well. Can I cross here? Nope. I will not risk going into deep water and having this thing reset me at an outpost. Nope. That's just a level 2. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna need one of those things, a Lotizen or whatever they call it. It's like a little honeysuckle hard candy that they give you for your throat. Well, at least I can still get you 66.03 kilograms, 21.10 trophy rating, bronze stamp, 915 in cash, left lung liver. 125.02 kilograms, 52.78 trophy rating, gold stamp with 1,167. This guy's got some really curled in horns. Take you. We just have an entire beach just littered with pig carcasses. $61.31 kilograms, 19.49 trophy rating, bronze stamp, 894 in cash, through the scapula and into a double lung hit. Very good. 61.78 kilograms at a 19.86 trophy rating, bronze stamp with 896 in cash. This one was a right lung liver. All right, not bad. Three more carcasses to go. Whoop. Oh, I didn't realize there was a carcass there. I thought it was just a blood puddle. 79.95 kilograms, 33.59 trophy rating, silver stamp, 974 in cash, with a double lung hit. Very nice. Okay, that's just tracks. And then you. Non-vital organ hit. Luckily, it was not a diamond. It's got that weird battle pig skull. Look at that. Especially with them tusks. I don't know. These kind of tusks would seem more useful than the tusks that we saw on the other pig, because these ones are so much more wider. You could do much more with them. But the other ones, they're curled in so much. It's like, what are you supposed to do with that? 115.60 kilograms at a 49.21 trophy rating with a silver stamp due to an unfortunate non-vital organ hit. Somehow hitting him in the sacrum and coccyx killed him. Well, I suppose it would be hard to move around when there's a bullet in your butt. And last pig. All those pigs, not a single diamond. We had two that were really close, though. Into the 50s. 122.80 kilograms at a 52.10 trophy rating, a gold stamp with 1,158 in cash, and a double lung hit to finish him off. Very nice. Ducks. Widgeons. I don't need to play that game. There was a pig right there. I saw it. Ah, it's just a female trivial. Nyami Nyami. That sounds familiar. Isn't that like an animal from like Destination Truth that Josh Gates went to find? My Tongo friend Banji introduced Nyami Nyami to me. We always joked about how foreigners could never understand the Zitsunga and Batonga are completely different people, different cultures. I thought, why not appropriate some Batonga to confuse them even more? But you know what? Nyami Nyami has brought a flood to our gorge from time to time. Banji tells me it's because his ancestors are pleased to see us collaborating across ethnic lines. Yeah, like Nyami Nyami was a spirit dwelling creature that could bring rainstorms before it attacked. I think I think what Josh Gates came to the conclusion during his Destination Truth TV series was that it's basically how they explained when people disappeared on the waters, a mixture of the rough waters from the storm and of course crocodiles. Male 49.598 milliliters. Nope, that's the distance. 0.67 kilograms, 680.57 trophy rating with a silver stamp and 349 in cash. Alrighty, with that, we've explored the north. We now have to explore the middle and then down south. Before that, though, let's fast travel to this location right here. Maybe. Wouldn't it be hilarious if, like, just during this time that it's a loading screen, your character is just super fast walking over to the destination? Alright. I'm gonna lock myself in here to be safe, just in case, you know, the occasional lion or Cape Buffalo wants to kill me. The dog will be fine. And in here, we should be fine. I'm gonna try and find some medicine for my throat to try and alleviate it. I'll be right back. Alright, I found some Dayquil. Hopefully that will help. Alright, so from here to Vuxa, which is that way. How's the ammunition on the guns? The Queese can use some more. And yeah, handgun score for that one. Yeah, I doubt that's gonna happen anytime soon. Oh, I can actually instantly feel the relief from that Dayquil. I just need to yawn and then I'll know for sure. Doesn't mean I'm actually going to do it because that shit hurts. Alrighty. No, 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 no. Don't run. Don't run. There's a little springbok moving by. Fortunately, it's a female. About to say, where there's usually one, there's more, but he's too far away. Alright. The wind is not completely against us. It's close, but we're not there yet. Okay, so the tasks are impossible to do well at least one of them. What do you have to do, Matthias? And see, that was the other thing about the Company of Heroes task. It's like some of them were just plain and simple not worth it. It's like, what the hell is this? No one can do anything with this. Like, the circumstances in order to bring about this specific daily to complete is almost impossible. Play 5 co-op matches, and let me guess, you have to play those matches to completion as well. It can't be it's like, oh, hey, pop in for a multiplayer match and then just leave. Ow. Yep, okay, yawning still hurts. At least swallowing doesn't hurt as much. Someone joined the Discord and sent in friend request right away without even saying anything. Lily won. Wait, I thought Lily was already on here. Wasn't she the one posting her artwork in there? Yeah. So who the fuck is Lily one? Yeah, Polly, just ignore it. Oh shit, that's a lion. And there's the male. Oh, so that was the male who was right in front of us. We almost walked right into that. Alright, well, we gotta follow him until he turns. Yeah, because we're passing right through the central savannah, so we're gonna be running through the lion territory. He's gone. Oh, wait. It's probably a leap then. So if that's a codex right there. Okay, so that's the landmark we found. Is there anything else? No, just gotta keep on going that way. Oh boy, into the lion's den we are going. We apply this. Mhm. Whoa. Yeah, win 5 battles against AI with other player. Oof. Like, the best way to do that is literally find a friend, hop on Company of Heroes 3, do some easy matches against the AI, and then just split through it. Because, like, depending on the rules, I can see how you can kind of cheese it. Oh god, if the Lions had the stock mechanic here, it'd be terrifying. Ow. Let's bring out Lady Zarina just in case. 75. I'd do it, but one thing's blocking you. Wi-Fi. Oh, fuck. That's gotta suck. From a hill of it says it's fleeing. Oh, man. Into the long grass. Update for Stalker to drop today's. They change dates faster than the CDPR. New area fixes in story, but there's a thing. It's only half the story. It means they set up for something big for future. Love it when Dead's cooking like that. Oh, that's good. I mean, I'm always just very impressed when devs still communicate with their community. It's amazing at how many devs do not do that. It's like what happened with Bannerlord. Everyone thought Bannerlord was abandoned, but they were cooking. They were cooking really well by making the Nords and the ships. The problem was is that they didn't tell anyone anything for months to almost a full year, and everyone just assumed, well, fuck, they ruined it, or they left it. Ooh, Wildebeest. 2 level 4s. Level 3, 3 level 4s. 35, 39, 34, 38, 31, 36. You. That's 150. But yeah, no, I kind of agree with that. I love it when the devs take their time and like slowly hint at things because this way it gives you time to build up. You know, wherever those lions were, they've probably gone off to some other side. Oop. No, it's Gemsbok. Don't mind me, just a harmless bipedal walking by. 145 should be close enough. Now he's down. And looks like so is he. I don't know what it is, but the quest reloading seems to take longer. There goes the Gemsbok. There's a Jackal among them. There's another Gemsbok. Alrighty. I'm excited for the Warhammer game made with Iron Harvest people. I don't usually pay too much attention to the people who make the games. I only judge them based off of the games. Unfortunately, a lot of track records, very few are exceptions to this rule, but a lot of track records, it's like you don't really need to pay attention anymore, at least to the individual groups making the game, because they all just shift around so much, or they leave eventually. Mind you, this is like game developer time frame, so they would measure things probably with how much work they put in and what games they pump out. First one. You are big, you are mighty, but I do not know if you are diamond. You look like a gold. Yeah, gold. 252.58 kilograms at a 35.25 trophy rating, with a gold stamp and 1,116 cash. A double lung? No, no, actually, just a single lung with a thoracic spinal cord hit. Alright, alright. Oh, throat. Oh. What's the great one species on this map? I don't know, honestly. I'm still under the impression that great ones do not exist, that they are all AI generated because I have never seen one. Everyone else who displays ones clearly uses CGI AI technology to make it seem like they actually are great ones out there. But we all know the truth. There are no great ones. Just a bunch of paid influencers getting their jollies off the great ones. As I'd never seen one. Is that him right there? Yep, there he is. Alright, while we're walking over there, I believe it is now getting dark enough. Let us switch over to the night vision stuff. Oh, rabbit. Where are you going, Mr. Cottontail? One little rabbit, two little rabbit. Can my dog retrieve rabbits? If it can retrieve birds, you would think it'd be able to retrieve rabbits. But on a more serious note, yeah, no, I do not know what would be considered the great one for Virunga. Also, of course, welcome, Ben. Sorry if I seem out of it or my throat is just messing with me today. Yeah, you got it. Okay, 3.50 kilograms, 3.45 trophy rating, silver stamp, 431 in cash. I mean, looking at this doesn't really matter because you could just hit the air next to them and they'll fall. You get the other one? Hey, 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 hey! I got two rabbits. Go get my other one. I think it's just right that this is still good. Alright, Will the Beast. Gold. Did you bring my rabbit? Hey, good boy. 3.93 kilograms at a 3.93 trophy rating. Silver stamp with 449 in cash. And nice. I'm going to say gold. Yep. Heaven forbid we ever find a diamond again. Oh, B-Lord devs as they cook a new update. Yo, Steve, did you let people know your latest progress? What do you mean it's not your job? The fuck you mean you never put updates? Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like sometimes. You're the you're the PR manager. What do you mean you haven't posted an update? That's not part of my job. Yeah, it is your job, literally described as PR. Okay, so us hitting him right here, caused them to do that little twist just at the end for us to get a lung hit. 294.64 kilograms at a 34.64 trophy rating, a gold stamp with 920 in cash. Alrighty, moving on. We're in that twilight hour. My screen keeps on adjusting for the strange brightness going on. The wind's not in our favor either, so that's not helpful. I hear something. It's like walking right over here. That or it's the dog I'm hearing. You know, whenever I use the night vision goggles, I always think, if I had to take one piece of technology back, what would I take and how much would it change human history? I'm just saying, if you give night vision goggles to the right individual, you can really change up history quite a lot. Anyone by the water at all? No? Okay. That's a blind. Alright, so from there, we'll hit up that outpost, which actually is right over there. See, again, this is where saltwater crocodiles would be terrifyingly awesome. There we go. Also, you're ruining the moment. Go away. That's lovely. Yep, that's screenshot worthy. Alright, keep moving. Or maybe a hippo. Oh, wait. He's a level 3. We need like level 4 or better yet, a level 5. You know, the worst part is like when they probably do a great one for here, what's going to happen is that it's not going to be any of the big game. Introducing the great one, Scrub Hair, because everyone wanted one of those. What are they doing? Oh, they're just having the time of their lives. Be a shame if so. Oh shit, that's level 5. Ooh, that's a potential diamond right there. Alright, I feel bad for them because look at them. They're all just dancing around, having fun, being jackals, being dogs. We can't have that. And luckily, the quest does reach them. However, let's make sure we have our level 5 marked as much as we can. Oh, I do not like this distance. 50, 25. Nice. And we just keep on heading right here. We'll follow the purple trail later on. I mean, that could be a potential diamond jackal. I don't know why, but like level 5 is like just the magic level, depending on the animal. If it's the right small animal, if it's small to medium and you see a level 5, usually that's a diamond. But if it's a big, you need to find like, I would say 7 and up from there. That is where you get into diamonds for big animals. Dibs. Alright, very nice. Put you down over here, and then we just need to come up over here. And hopefully we will find our jackal. Please let it be a diamond. I have been diamond starved for so long. Mm. Oh, wildebeest. If it was a buffalo, I would take that call into consideration. I hear them stampeding. You're not coming this way, are you? Okay. More importantly. So feed zone. Feed zone. He did move a little bit. I do not see blood. Well, there's the rest of his family. Alright, how about this? Dog, track, hunt him up. Ooh. Oh, okay, okay. This is... Oh. Wow, this was a shitty level 5. What the hell? This level 5... Okay, okay. Well, okay, first off, the good news is he wasn't a diamond. The bad news is this is the shittiest level 5 jackal I have ever seen. How? 10 wasn't even in its... I'm not going to say that because I would have to double check because now I'm not sure. I'm second guessing myself on that. But even still, a level 5? Forget the whole fact that it's not even a gold. It's a silver. A level 5 male jackal? What were you? Were you the runt who starved to death and survived? 10.06 kilograms, 22.33 trophy rating with a bronze stamp due to an unfortunate non-vital organ hit with 1,170 in cash. Ah, too high. Well now, that was not worth it. Alrighty though, let's see what else we can get up to. Yeah, he must have gone somewhere else. Good thing we glassed the area beforehand because, yeah, no, you definitely can't see him from here. The angle is not great. Yeah, now too far. Well, that was a whiff. Damn. I was really... Oh, that was Jackal. No, we whiffed that. What the hell? You would think being hit by a 300 either way would still phase him in some direction. But nah, he just kept on running. He's gone. Okay. Scat found. Good on you, dog. But unfortunately, we are not looking for scat. We are looking for animals and also exploration. Ugh. Okay, seeing as how we're still hearing the ducks, but we're not getting any triangulation. Yeah, okay, there he goes. Alright, so we got ducks laying over by this water. Question is, where? Oh, still can't see them. They're acting like vultures, just flying above. So, right over there. Oh, well, that sucks. It's so difficult to sneak up on birds sometimes. But some of them are still making calls. Nope. Now they're all gone. That is just case in point onto why I dislike hunting birds. I don't know, maybe it's because like I'm in a much more urban environment, but let me tell you, bird hunting is can be a thing here, but it's very I don't even want to say primal because there's no primitiveness around it. It's just like it's literally the equivalent of someone going up. There's like the ducks at the lake in the park are free. No one owns them. You can take them. Oh, excuse me. One less hunter trap, and it does not look like there's anyone here. So we go from there. We keep on going down, and I think maybe just kind of do a straight shot down over here. Come back, and then kind of zigzag our way through. It doesn't say what this is a mission for, but I assume probably like 4 or 5, kind of like what they give us beforehand. I'm so glad as well that I don't actually have to watch out for the dog. If you had to watch out for the dog, I guarantee you that poor bastard would have killed himself several times and times over by now. There we go. Give me anything else? I've got some challenging requests from Elders Prairie and a bear if you think you can pull it off. You mean the area I was just at? Is that what you're telling me? You're at the area I was just at? Got some more going over there. Okay, okay. I mean, a level 2 is right there. Oh, wait, what are you? Level 1, level 1. Yeah, no, let's give me that level 2. Alright, nice. By the time we get up here, collect this. The body should have floated near enough that we'll get the dog to retrieve it. Well, the Dayquil definitely numbed the pain to what it was beforehand, but it's still there. Anyone else out here? Nah, especially after that gunshot just now. Alright, so somewhere over here. Fetch, dog, fetch. Bring me my bird. Oh no, he's already trapped on the other shoreline over there. There he is, good boy. Bring him back. Adorable. What is his retriever at? 9. 6 more levels to go. And see, again, this is probably a good thing why there's no crocodiles or why your dog can't be interacted with by other wild animals. Because you're just a big dumb boy. But you're my big dumb boy. Get out of the way so I can get this trophy. 0.72 kilograms at a 725.31 trophy rating. With a silver stamp and 366 in cash. Alrighty, moving on from there. We're going this way. I don't see anything run. Oh, no, wait. Codex, okay. Wow. Fuck me. God damn it. Family member's car was broken into. Gotta review the security camera for it. Fuck's sake. Hmm. I'll just go ahead and say it's all like, as long as we're not gonna run into a lion or some shit. Uh, I don't know what it is, but it's like if you're in a driveway, more than likely your car is fine. But if you're not in a driveway, like and you're on the streets, it always seems to be open season. You just never know. It's really annoying. Worst case worse is how like nothing's ever done about it. California, getting shit stolen from your car is part of our culture. Part of culture, or is it San Francisco thing? Twin Lakes. Mahalawa means twin, which is funny because in a past era, these two lakes were one lake. Years of drought later, they've divided into two. Perhaps someday the Supreme One will see fit to reunite them. Maybe. We'll see. Uh, no, unfortunately, that is a degenerates who are on the street and are constantly on the street because they're constantly let back in because someone does thinks that all humans are equals. Look, I get it. Everyone's gonna bitch about it and say humans are equals. Is all like, sure, in a very, very broad spectrum of things, I would even value the life of a criminal. But we're nowhere near that level of desperation yet. So I'm just gonna call it like it is. Fuck them criminals and fuck the judges who let said criminals out. It's not really an issue with dealing with criminals. We can deal with criminals. We do deal with criminals. We just have a bunch of judges who have suicidal empathy, or as it's coming out, it's like they're lining their pockets by sending these people away to friends of the family kind of prisons locations or rehab facilities because they always get kickbacks. I mean, it's been going on for years, but now it's just kind of like a one of those rampant open secret things where the people up top will say, "No, no, these people are bigots, they're crazy, they're idiots." They will hate the victim and will put the criminal on a pedestal every fucking time. And it's over the dumbest fucking shit ever. What color was his skin? What belief was their god? Where did they live? What was their wealth index? They do everything but hold the actual criminal accountable. Oh, well, he only did this because he's in poverty. It's like, listen, motherfucker, my mom was forced to eat her pet rabbit at one day because they did not have enough money to even buy food or survive. And they had never resorted to criminal acts. Now, mind you, her dad cooked the rabbit when she was at school and came back and didn't tell her about it. She was just excited. It's like, ooh, meat stew. And she went to go feed her rabbits, and her rabbit wasn't there. And eventually, it had to be broken to her. It's like, yeah, you know how good that stew was? It was filled with a lot of love. Oh, I know. Mom and Dad made it for me. No, no, you don't understand. It had the very one of the very things you loved most in the world inside it. Meat? Yes, meat. But where's Mr. Hopsy? You ate him. What? Yes, you did. No. So, needless to say, that was some awkward timing for them. But it was only for that night because the next night, the next question came up. It's like, where's the next meal going to come from? I'm right here, dog. You can't say that. That's racist. Only white man to blame. Yes, yes. I mean, unfortunately, luckily, that argument has been used so many times, it has like absolutely no power over it. So whenever people are like, "Whoa, you're a racist for doing that," it's like, yeah, probably. Thanks for noticing. But you should be ashamed of yourself. You should feel guilt. You should hang your head low and not think of anything. Nah, I'm good. I've done that before. I've done that for several decades now. It's like, I'm good. Ooh, gold. 20, 229.23 kilograms at a 32.22 trophy rating, a gold stamp with 896 in cash. Wait a minute, you're telling me my second shot missed this guy? I don't know. I mean, I still got credit for him, so I guess that's good. He's pretty big. A 32, and we need a 37.69. Nice. To reach our goal. But he's not there yet. I've been
You
so...
must have some kind of death wish. Get back at least 150 meters before you shoot wildebeest. If not for your safety, then for the sanity of your grandfather.
Uh, uh sure. I mean, I've never had a wildebeest ever go aggressive. They've only ever killed me when I was foolish enough to stand in the way of the stampede. It's probably for a mission, is why he was shouting at me. All right, so we have that one unlocked, and then you know what? We'll fast travel right there, and then just hop down. So yeah, no, I mean, this is where I kind of agree with Asmongold. It's just a little difficult because California is obviously the absolute stronghold bastion of the, as I call them, the lefty loonies. And I say that just because there's just so much shit going on that they refuse to acknowledge. It's all like, I like the progressiveness of California. I know this is going to sound very weird with how much shit I give it, but the fact of the matter is you cannot have a iron fist lead the way, because we've all seen what happens with that. You need the open, sometimes retarded minds of progressive Californians to be like, what if we didn't do that? What if instead we actually cared about our fellow man? But that's what the problem was. It went from our fellow countrymen to our fellow man to every human in existence. It's like you can't do that. If you're living in a state where already the homelessness is worse across the entire nation, like you can't, like the other states can't even compare to California in this scale, and you have the arrogance to say, we know best, we know how to help everyone should listen to what we say and do. But then obviously you have the elites who will be like, rules for thee, not for me. We should be able to get down here without dying. Real quick though, um unfortunately that little mist is kind of obscuring our view, so we'll just keep on going. Yay, we didn't die. Well, it's going to get worse because Chevron, from what I'm understanding, Chevron left California. So that's another oil refinery gone, which is also absolutely ridiculous because California has some of the largest oil reserves compared to, we rival the fucking several Middle Eastern countries, and yet we never touch our own oil. I don't know why. And I don't know why for the fact that going over to Massachusetts, gas was fucking $2.13. Here, it's reaching up to almost $7. In some places, not here. Not here, we're still, I mean, I'd have to check the local 76, but the Chevron that was here, I don't know how much longer it will be. That one was like fucking $4 to $5. The wind is not in our favor, unfortunately. And those are buffalo pies right there. long time ago that there are no bigger racists than the lefty woke people. They are bigger racists than neo-Nazis or KKK. At least those two clowns say it to your face how they feel and what they want. Yeah, no, that's the hilarious meme about the racist community. It's all like the racist community is the most inclusive community that ever existed, as long as you just are open that you're a racist. It's so weird. And honestly, it doesn't even feel like they're harping on racist, like actual racist issues. They're harping on stereotyping issues, which unfortunately have all been conflated to be like, oh, if you make this assumption or if you do this, then you're a racist. Do you know how many times that we have to double check whenever we see someone cut us off? We make bets in the car about who it's going to be. All right, is it an Asian or an old white lady? Do you know how many times it was an Asian compared to an old white lady? It's actually 50-50 for all the ones who are rude drivers that we've come across. Now, don't get me wrong, there are other exceptions, of course, sure. But the only two that we guarantee making bets on are Asian drivers and old white ladies. Oop. Ah, he's on the opposite side of the hill. Okay, I'm back. Made dinner. That's nice, Matthias. What'd you have for dinner? Was it good? Was it delicious? Was it filling? All right, so we got that one. Mark up that one next. It doesn't help that they changed the definition for Nazi, racist, bigot. Like every time I come back to them, there's like a new meaning or a new way to be added to it. And it's just like your personal feelings does not dictate what that word means. Swamped. Behold the swamp. It has its own beauty, I think, and it can be one of the most peaceful areas in the park when the Zeetsies aren't inhabited in it. Conserving wetlands is no easy task, and unfortunately, they are steadily eroding and drying up. In another few decades, they may not be here anymore. It's kind of the same. Alright, but if we are going into swamp territory, that is the Cape Buffalo territory. So bring out Lady Alzenia. She will protect us. Oh, you should have just charged. Mm, silver. Yep. Little itty bitty tuskers. 90.84 kilograms, had a 37.95 trophy rating with a silver stamp and 1,021 in cash. Capture that. We'll fast travel to that one, pick up that, and then zigzag through the area. Guys, next week is Christmas. Like, no joke, we are right on the doorstep of Christmas already. Because this week is passing by fast. Before you know it, we're all going to be, well, most of us, some of us, We'll be singing. Oh, nah, he's fleeing. We sing Christmas carols, putting up with family members that you don't necessarily like, giving out gifts, being disappointed, being maybe happy at the same time. It's all gonna be worth it. Holy crap, that's a lot of lesser kudos. Holy crap, that's a whole herd. If it just weren't for this like small fog bank we got rolling over the area, it'd be pretty good because then we wouldn't have like the little blurring going on with the night vision. But for now, it looks like we're alone out here. Hoodoo? Yep. And of course, he's behind me. Oh, I say that Dayquil really helped. But unfortunately, now it's just kind of like that numb sore. It's like something really hurts, but you're on painkillers or some other pain relief that's just so strong. And so, like, you poke that. It's like when you get numbed at the dentist, you poke the area, even though you know it should hurt, but it's just like that numb pain. So something's just jabbing you, but you don't really feel anything from it. At least when they're on time. I had one dentist try and do that for me when I was having a root canal, and the fucker got called away for something, and he just went. And it's like, okay, now make a sound if this hurt. Mind you, he had put the numbing agent in an hour ago. And so he comes back. It's like, okay, sorry about that. That took longer than I thought. Yeah, I can feel my cheek again. All right, well, tell me if this hurts. Oh, as he's drilling into my fucking teeth. So I had to get another set of numbing agents that just kind of paralyzed my mouth open. So that was fun all week. Look what you did to me. Doesn't help that they're trying to hold back their own laughter from it's like, oh no, it's not that bad. CT problems. ZT flies bites transmit African trypanosomiasis, aka sleeping sickness. Okay, we'll just use that. TTs and sleeping sickness have led to more than one explosive epidemic around here. Before we had the proper medicine, sleeping sickness was often fatal. Now, however, we have treatments for guests who become infected, and we've reduced our number of cases by 95% over the last 2 decades. That is progress. Well, when your progress beforehand was zero, and then you went to 95%, yeah, that's still pretty good. Fast travel to this one. All right, keep on going. One from here. I suppose we could. No, wait, we don't want to fast travel up here. Well, we could either way. Just save us time on our trip. I'm so much more used to like the night hunts on Alberta, where it's like, here, have some wolves. thought I heard something, but the triangulation didn't appear for it. But yeah, no, it's like in Alberta nighttime here, have some wolves all the time. This way you'll never have like these little quiet moments. But here, we don't get that. See, this is where I think having hyenas that do like what wolves do, but only at night would be great. Like, just imagine it. You're hunting through this thicket right here, and then you hear the laughing of hyenas all around you. Suck it, Cabela. You want a dangerous hunting game? Play Hunter Call of the Wild. Oh, the wind's against us. He smelled us. Yeah, he's gone. Excuse me. So I go from there. The wind is pointing south no matter what. So actually, it probably would be better if we just walked up to this one instead. Because this way we would have the wind back in our advantage. Now, mind you, being in the thicket doesn't help either. Oh, don't tell me there's no way up here on this side. No, no, there might be. Is anyone out in the open? Nope. What the hell is this? What the? My immersion. My immersion. Who did a shitty job with the terrain paint tools? No, no. Come on, come on. Yeah, I made it over. No rock can stop me. Jedediah's Wall. Jedediah. A basalt cliff 30 meters high, Jedediah's Wall is a favorite guest photo opportunity. Guests will ask if someone built the wall, but it's naturally occurring. Once, it held an entire lake behind it. When rainwaters flooded the lake and the water spilled over the dam, they carried mineral deposits down the river with them, including quartz, agates, and diamonds. Guests love to hear about the diamonds. I also find this to be a lovely spot for a picnic, or maybe I'm just writing this for you on an empty stomach. Some great news. Kazakhstan was basically on top of Putin's chopping block list, but they really started to resist Russia in many good ways, and now Kazakhstan has switched to NATO standards and banned the Russian military-industrial complex. The country plans to build 4 factories for the production of artillery, mines, and ammunition, which will be manufactured for the first time according to NATO standards. Putin losing everything. Lol. Good. Good. I'm glad the Europeans are finally starting to see some value in actual defense instead of just relying on the good old US of A umbrella. Because let me tell you, that umbrella has got some major fucking holes in it. Also, I just always find it dumb that a nation would sacrifice their defensive capabilities because they believe another nation who, might I remind everyone again, because this seems to be a very big thing, is isolated by two oceans, no matter which side you go. So how they're all like, "Oh, America will respond right away. We're under its umbrella. They'll protect us. They'll sacrifice their lives and billions of dollars for us. We don't have to worry about it at all." And then finally, we finally have some Americans coming up and say, "We're not doing that." But, but, but you must. You will. We tell you you must. No, has to go all the way back. We have to go all the way back to George Washington himself, who told our people, it's all like, don't get involved with the Europeans. They are just foreign issues that we do not have the time to deal with. Obviously, granted, much different time frame back then, but the message still stands. We are too far away from Europe to really be involved with them. And yet somehow they always come with a shackle and spikes to pin in us to say, you must do this. Don't you care? Don't you love? Oh, well, you're just fat, stupid, arrogant apes. You must do what we say because we are the Europeans. We are the birthplace of Western civilization. And it's doom, apparently. Ugh. Kazakhstan is not part of Europe. It's a Caucasus. God damn it, you Americans. Putin losing Caucasus. EU is better choice for them. Yeah, no, I agree. Because we're, again, too far away. What the hell? It's way up there. Okay, we gotta go that way then. This is the one issue when hunting at night that even, I'll have to say, it's like you just come into so many dead zones, unfortunately. The level of nocturnal life on most maps is pretty bad. But I just hope Kazakhstan doesn't end up crushed under the EU bureaucracy because it's just getting worse and worse. Like every year, they just find more things to make bureaucratic, and because of that, they tie up more things and they never get anything done. Because, ooh, hello, big boy. No, 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 we're moving by. We're moving by. With the wind against us, I don't think it's worth it to try and take on a buffalo. He's also doing deals with Turkey and China. Go for it. While ignoring Russia. Yeah, go for it. Each nation is its own independent body, no matter what anyone says. Each nation literally is its own independent body. You could be like, oh, well, no, they're just a puppet of Russia. They're a puppet of the USA. They're a puppet of the EU. It's like, right, but they're still their own independent body. Them choosing to do that, that's their own thing. Just as they could very easily choose to do their own thing. Nah, but especially after what happened in Bondi, I think the next major issue going to coming up, which unfortunately just pushes the Russo-Ukraine war back even further, is what's going to happen with Islam and the West. I mean, like my personal opinion, we can take some printouts from Saudi Arabia. They certainly got their Muslim populations to be, what's the correct word without sounding like a dickhead? Pacified. They did in El Salvador before El Salvador did in El Salvador. Let's put it that way. Now, granted, they were much more, shall we say, clean cut than El Salvador was, because El Salvador just rounded all their criminals up and locked them away. Saudi Arabia doesn't do that because Saudi Arabia knows better than to try and care for criminals of such illogical persuasion, shall we say. Russia says same things about Kazakhstan as they say about Ukraine. Fake country belongs to Russia, have no right to exist. So can you blame Kazakhs for preferring EU over Putin? No, exactly. Look, this is literally more than likely Putin's final move. This is the last move of the KGB because, again, is something I'll also point out for China. They don't have a clear line of succession. Their lines of successions has been so diluted down by assassinations, bribery, or um absorption, I want to say. It's probably a better term for it, but absorbing the other parties who could have ended up becoming your rivals, but absorbing those smaller parties into your big party and then keeping them down because you now have them under control in your party. So this way, there's no rise of a third party that could rival you. It's what the left has done here. Like every small group that I know of who was here, who was on the college campuses, have just been absorbed by the left. And a lot of it was in hostile manners. And of course, the few who tried to stand on their own, stand resilient, I mean, you could understand what their life is like under constant threat of the left. And I'll be the first to say it's like I don't really know that much about Kazakhstan at all. Nor do I would honestly care. Because again, it's all the way on the other side of the freaking planet. Why can't we just care about what's around us? Because, again, we got lucky. We got so lucky in, like, the scale at which we grew as a country. I'm talking about the US. The scale at which the US grew, the geological location the US is in. It's all like there's no one who can get to us easily. Absolutely no one. And even if you do, you have to choose where you would attack us very carefully because there's there's two mountain ranges that would block either attack from east or west that would just absolutely hinder you to non-existence. And of course, that's if you can get past the gun walls to get further into the heartlands. But there's the Rocky Mountain Range and then there's the Appalachia Mountain Range. Both mountain ranges just kind of create these natural, giant, perfect walls on our east and west coast. And then, of course, if you are attacking from the west, you would have to get past the Great Shield of Hawaii. Everyone thinks like Hawaii is the best vacation destination. It's literally the tropical oasis getaway. Everyone seems to forget it also stations to one of the top 5 largest U.S. military bases on the planet because it is such a vital location. It's full of natural resources, leading nation in uranium production. They have lots of important rare earth minerals. Yeah, yeah, because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be the race for rare earth minerals. And unfortunately, I think Trump definitely played way too aggressive on that part. I would like it if we owned the Danes, just expand our borders. More and more consuming. No, it wasn't the Danes. Fuck, what am I thinking? It's Greenland. But nah, they would never do anything militaristic against Greenland. Because that would be casus belli against us from pretty much the entire EU. And that's the other thing I would say. We don't have any real casus belli to get involved in Europe, even in the Russo-Ukraine war. It's all like, they're murdering our people. And you look to an American, and the American looks to his right. It's all like you got a white, a black, a brown, an Asian. It's like, okay, you're talking to the largest multinational nation on the planet where if you just put simply submit under the laws, no one gives a fuck. Really, no one gives a fuck. The only ones who give a fuck are the hustlers who are trying to get on your emotional side to drag out emotional responses so that they can get power. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's not like, because if they were, California would be a lot better place. $20 billion on a high speed railway with not a single track laid? Something tells me that's full of some tomfoolery right there. By the way, fun fact to you about my country, Lithuania is a global leader in laser technology. Ah, yes, that would be interesting. However, we already use laser technology, police, and we have them on several of our battleships, and we've tested them out as well. They work. The next race will be, uh, well, I don't want to say actual combat because it's already met the race and it's in it. It's the drone race. So the military race is drones, the civilian race is AI. Not a single fucking animal that was huntable all the way up here. Sangmongas and Inyangas. Samongas and Inyangas come by many names in Africa, but people of most all tribes understand those terms. Sangomas heal the spirit. They help us communicate with the ancestors and with ourselves. Inyangas heal the body using herbal therapies and various remedies to treat physical ailments. I am pleased to see that some young people are returning to the traditional ways. Treatment by a Sangonya or a Nyanga may not be fancy and expensive, but if something works, it works. Damn right there. Especially when it's all like, oh, it's not that expensive. What? Not expensive, and it's a health treatment? Fuck yeah, let's go. Oop, oop. Where there's one buffalo, there's more. It's level 7. Set at 234. So we gotta aim a little lower. 50. 25. I think we got him. 0. Yep, we got him. Let's see. There's another level 7. Wow, level 4 female. That's pretty big for a female. Yeah, he's probably going to be too far away, and he is only level 7. Some 95 of the world's top 100 universities employ Lithuania's laser technologies. Yeah. Well, the need for survival is one hell of a catalyst for scientific pursuit. Oh, what was the actual saying? Survival is the mother of no, necessity is the mother of innovation. Something like that. What you need and what you'll get. Ooh, 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 wait, they're coming back. They're coming back. Where's my big male? Okay, if we wait a hot second right here, I'm pretty sure that male will come back. Because no matter what, we still have to go through here, and there's our other buffalo. Come on, where'd you go? Oh, wait, wait, wait. Oh, there's a wildebeest there. Okay, Polys, I got one for you. 95 out of the world's top 100 universities employ Lithuania's laser technology. 100 out of 100 universities use the internet, which was an American invention. How about that? Haha. 100 out of 100 use the prerequisite technology of flight that Americans came up with the Wright brothers. Ah, it's good to be American. Ah. Let me apply this. The thing is, it's like this is just us nationally bickering at each other. So like, yeah, it's because we don't really have too much to post about on other things. It's all like, well, we could just look at this. Oh boy, a fucking paragraph text. Priority in the U.S. Success native programs potential for U.S. defense contract parts to release some endeavors alongside allies training tech Lithuania experts which could enhance U.S. Army training. Yeah, I know. You don't like me being over here, wildebeest. Well, I mean, he already is. Wasn't he like trying to cherry pick EU and NATO, find the actual ones who are agreeing to help? Because at this rate, it's kind of going like a whole. I like now. Granted, I may just be looking too much into this. No, we're fine. But like, excuse me, he's talking to whoever was on board with his tariffs. If you look at it, everyone who was like, okay, this is a hurdle, but we'll go along with it. And everyone who was like really talking to them over the tariffs, kudu. He's like, he's talking to them a lot more now, and everyone else who was fighting him about it, he's like, okay, well, now I know where you stand. Now, don't get me wrong, it is basically economic bullying, but that's how he's based where he's looking for. Because if you see what he's doing with Japan, it's like, oh wow, he's trying really hard to deepen ties with them. But then he's also talking about rewriting new things for new leadership, new positions of power, and whatnot. 791.21 kilograms at 129.08 true for rating. A gold stamp with 1,463 in cash. Man, can you imagine having a lung the size of a child? Wonder how big a blue whale's lung is. And also, let's be clear, Polly's is all like, do you really think they're doing that to be friends with us? I think they're doing that because they realize, like, oh, hey, the Americans are giving out contracts, big ass fucking contracts to whoever develops the next best weapon. So while they go out and die and spend money on all these things, we'll sit back here and just go ahead and craft this. And as we do that, our people get smarter and smarter because we have to come up with fancier and fancier weapons for the Americans to use and die for. I under. Oh fuck! That's not a wildebeest. That's a lion. Ah, female, trivial, level 1. It's a baby. But I mean, you know my opinion on that. A single American life ever wasted in Europe is a tragedy that I believe we shouldn't have never been forced to make. But of course, we're humans. It's annoying sometimes. It really is, Polly's. Why can't I have some, like, just in certain moments, I want the cold, logical, analytical capabilities of a robot. Because we just got hung up on too many dumb issues. But don't you remember this tweet he made 15 years ago when he was a teenager? He should be banned and he should be canceled. He should have his entire life ruined for something he said on a tweet as a kid. Can you really see how stupid that is? Hey, Raiju. Welcome. How dare you not remember the moment of your birth? How dare I, indeed. You see, I wanted to have it be filled with nothing but happy memories, but then I realized that when I grew up, I had to pay taxes. I didn't like it. Good lord, those ads, 2-minute ads, what the Oh, come off it, Polly's. It's 2-minute ads after every hour of viewing. I'm starting to think you were born in a much. I'm starting to think I'm much older than you because I don't know about you, but I'm used to ads. 2-minute is 2-minute too much. Oh, that was the lion. There he goes. Oh shit, that's a mythical. Now we gotta do this right. Okay, okay, okay. He stopped. Ah, he disappeared. Oh, this is not gonna be a good hunt. Hey, Sib. Welcome. Don't kill Simba. I will kill Simba and I will wear his pelt as a sign of dominance. Yeah, no, I think I jumped the gun on that one. Okay, first off, is he still alive? Okay, he's still alive. There is a chance for us to get the quality hit on him. No, damn it, he dropped dead. Fuck. Simba! Simba! Find him, boy. Find Simba. Simba! Where are you, Simba? Okay, okay, however, knowing my luck, it's probably a false diamond, so there's nothing really to worry about. Non-vital organ hick. Fuck! Into the long grass. Where is he, buddy? Hunt him up. Find him. Please don't let there be another lion in here. I'm coming, dog. I'm slow. I only got 2 legs. You got an extra 2 on me. Holy shit, how far did he go? So in other words, he probably ran himself to death and bled out as all that happened. Can't hear you speak and missed your AI robot talk over those ads. And I can't hear. Okay, yeah. How you doing, Sib? Jesus fuck, how far did he go? So we shot him way over there. Go on, dog. Kick it in high gear. I'm right behind you. Something ran by. 025. There he is. Finally. Hello, darling Simba. Okay. Yep. See? I knew it. False diamond. Whew. Oh man, that's close because holy shit, is he close to diamond? God damn. All right, but nonetheless, 247.86 kilograms at a 47.41 trophy rating. Dropped down to a silver stamp due to an unfortunate non vital organ hit with 1,174 in cash. Oh, wow, was that a late shot? Man, Simba, how does it feel? Wait, is he? No, okay, his balls are intact. We did not hit the balls, but we did hit pretty close to the anus. Something tells me Simba was not too happy about that, wasn't he? You can kind of see it because his. I don't see his actual eyes. I just see, like. Okay, yeah, no, there they are. It's like his eyes rolled up into the back of the head. My ass! Something hit my ass! Alright. Again, luckily, false diamond. But it doesn't change the fact that, once again, we have not encountered a single diamond within the last 3 reserves we've been to. Not a single one. Oh man, I think that Dayquil is really finally taking effect now. Oh. Okay, so we get that, and then probably just collect all these ones by going back up, fast traveling back down, and then collecting that, and then we're done with Virunga. I've got 1,250 hours on this game and around 30 diamonds. Well, I mean, I would have more diamonds if not for the fact that I've restarted this character several times over. But throughout all of it, I have never gotten a great one, which is why I believe they are all AI generated that Apex Worlds does to, like, say, look at what's out there. Oh yeah, no, cut the freebies as well. So even less diamonds. Simba, after you shot in the ass, King Kong ain't got shit on me. Uh, King Kong ain't got shit on me. So many iconic lines from back then. However, nothing will beat Keith David's "Welcome to hell, motherfucker." Uh, anyone down below? No, don't look like it. Probably have more, but grinding is not my cup of tea. Agreed. I I do not like the idea that I have to grind out animal hunts in order to unlock a great one in an area. I much prefer this what I'm doing right now, where it's just like I open explore the areas, unlocking the map, and I just hunt whatever comes by my way. Also, why am I hunting at night? Because it's a different feeling. Some animals are more active at night as well because they do have the day-night cycles for the nocturnals. Granted, you can't really see it too much in Virunga because everything basically is active 24/7. The only real difference you'll see it is in the jackals. They'll be more prominent. But other than that, still the same, really, I feel. Something like Mississippi is much more different because of the raccoons and the tanukis. And fucking playing Battleships and Company of Heroes 3 G2 hit. Well, sometimes that's how it is. You gotta guess where you're gonna aim them or lead them with the shots. And let me tell you, leading them with the artillery shots, so much more annoying. Oh shit, there was a rabbit we walked by. It's fine. Can see fuck all at night unless I'm glued to the binos. No, I agree. I understand that. Maybe it's because I have the night vision goggles that the experience is kind of diluted. But beforehand, night hunting, especially in Virunga, used to be so exhilarating because I would challenge myself by only taking my muzzleloader guns out here and just trying to hunt lions with it. I think it was like after Val Kilmer passed, I like went over to Virunga really quickly and he graced us with two really good gold lions back to back. Get that little fake Ghost in the Darkness feeling if you've ever seen that movie. Good movie. Okay, yeah, no, we just follow the road. But of course, I agree. It's like just not being able to see some things is a little annoying, especially when we're on like these very long, like no kill streaks. If you compare to what we encountered up here with all the pigs in that little gorge, and then you come down here, you can just kind of barely see our trail of hunt. But the biggest indicator you can tell of like how successful a session is your first major hunt area if it's depleted or not. And as you can see, it's only just now starting to eat away at the purple there. The wind direction also does not help. We've gone across quite a few stretches where the wind has been always against us. Even with the deodorizer, you can only do so much. Mm. Ow. Ah. Oh. But as we say, this is now just gone on to walking simulator for right now. Nothing else to do aside from walk, enjoy the scenery, listen to the nightlife of Virunga, and maybe not die from a surprise lion attack. Dog, come on, keep up. You're my early warning sign. There's a stampede happening. Oh, I'm about to say, is that getting closer? Kind of is. Damn. Oh, nice. That first shot was incredible. He just rolled right over. Hey, hey, no, no. Ah, I hear movement. That's right. You stay in the trees. All right. Well, unfortunately, it looks like we may have missed that other one. But that first one we hit, that was a god tier shot right there. We're off on the move again. Where's the dog? Magical teleporting dog bastard. Lurking for a big need to check tomorrow's update patch on another game. Alrighty. Oh, if there's anyone who could do me a real favor in the chat real quick, could you do the exclamation Discord command? I think I set it up, but I don't know if it went through because sometimes it's like it's either through the Twitch dashboard or the Streamlabs dashboard. Sometimes like trying to put in one thing over there does not affect happening over here. Did that do anything, Raiju? Did that give you the link to the Discord? Please tell me it did. Nope. Fuck. God damn it. All right, I'll figure out what the fuck is doing. See, this is the problem. It's like I put things on the Twitch dashboard and it doesn't go through. I put thing on the Streamlabs dashboard, it doesn't go through. Oh fuck, I used the wrong caliber weapon. Oops. Oh, yeah, no, that would explain why he dropped. Pretty much Siskabobbed. Yeah, all those organs. Oops. And well, okay, he was a little close, but not a diamond. 253.09 kilograms at 35.38 trophy rating with a silver stamp due to an unfortunate improper gun usage and 924 in cash. Alrighty. My bad. Okay, going from there to the outpost over there. Alright, Raiju. No worries. And what do we have? Poacher routes. Before the droughts, poachers would cross the river here in small boats. Now they often drive a truck right across the dry riverbed. The boundaries of the reserve are impossible to fully secure. Bullshit. I will always say bullshit. There's always a way to secure it. The difference is all like how much you'll hurt the animals securing it. All we can do is monitor them and react as quickly as possible to the problems. Now, I'm also under the very strong opinion that we should just adopt India's way of dealing with poachers, and that is they just shoot them. What was it, like a Javan rhino or an Indian rhino? There was an incredibly rare animal over in India, and they just decided the best way to protect this thing is to kill anyone who tries to hunt them. And let me tell you, that rhino's still alive. Because the thing is like whenever you poach, you don't usually poach for food. If you poach for food, that is a completely different issue compared to a poaching for money. Poaching for food, that actually gets you leniency. That gets you a lot of leniency, especially if you can prove that you did this. Like, I literally cannot afford it. I am a trailer trash living individual who has no substantial income enough to process a deer. Because getting the license is no problem. That's like maybe 50, $80 at worst. It's the processing fees for the animal, especially if you don't know how to process it, because everything has to be safety regulated, health regulated. If the animal is even good to eat, because there are some cases where I forget its name, but there's like a zombie virus for the deer. I know it sounds super fictional, but it is true. There's like this weird virus that's like makes the deers go mad. A lot of pigs, but no way to see them through this tall grass, so we're just ignoring. Is it going to end anytime soon? My goodness. Please don't eat me, lions. Past the trees and into even more long grass. But let's see, the kind of poaching that we see here. Most of it is for meat. Very few trophy poaching because it's just not worth it. Like in Lost World, there's a deleted scene in Jurassic Park: The Lost World where they're talking to Muldoon, trying to recruit him for the hunt, and it's now a worse crime to shoot a tiger than it is your own mother. And in some places, it really is. Well, at least we're finally out of the tall grass into nothing. China's top reason for poaching. These Chinese primitives still think the rhino horns are magical. Ah, yes, the crazy traditional voodoo magic of the Chinese. Or ancient Chinese secrets. Look, there was a point where that medical practice actually was and still is legitimate. The problem is, it's like we can replicate all those things that their medicines brought out with more synthetic things. And they're the same quality. It's proven to be the same quality. Because what it was is like rhino horns are made of keratin, the same stuff as our fingernails. It's just much more condensed. Hmm? Oh, yes, yes, I know it's you. Oh, hut right there. Um, you're going to be a pain to get to, aren't you? But there's a road. Okay, no, we're good. But for the Chinese medicine practices, I think a lot of it is, here at least, would be the gallbladders of bears. How anyone derived any medicinal properties from the gallbladder of a bear? I have no idea. Like, how did you even think to go that far? So, like, if I take this small organ off this massive carnivore, omnivore animal, I grind it up and I make it into a powder, that can obviously be turned into a medical need supplement that will help us live longer. I can't help but wonder how many ancient medical techniques, as they call them, were basically placebo effects. I've had this cough for a long while. Here's some dusted dry tiger penis. How do you feel? That's better. More tiger penis. Ah. What? Are you saying I cannot hunt tigers? No. You must dry the tiger penis first. I mean, like, I'm all for, like, using every part of the animal, but I can't wrap my head around about eating their genitals. I think the French eat horse vagina. Weirdness. Or is like, if you are going to eat them, why don't you just ground them up into chuck? You can turn anything with chuck. For those who do not know, ground chuck refers to like just basically ground beef. So you see your little hamburger packets, and we call them chucks. I think it's because in the loading process, when they're in the meat factories, they have to chuck them down the chute. So they'll get the meat, it's ground up, turned into the ground beef or whatever animal it is, wrap it up, and then they chuck it down the chute for delivery. That goes into, like, they do it up top, they chuck them down. After they're wrapped up, they land in boxes that are refrigerated, and then they're moved away to the side. So, beef chuck. I've been to a slaughterhouse. It was a very small domestic one, so obviously not factory style. I've been to one beforehand. Because it's like the whole, here, kids, this is how this happens. This is how your food is prepared. You need to understand this because this is just a way of life. Which afterwards they took it away because I think some kid had a panic attack and a mother tried to sue the school for it. So, an obvious Karen who couldn't handle the fact that real life has real consequences and all this other stuff about what happens when you eat meat. But beforehand, it's like they took us to what I call power line ranchers. So obviously here in California, at least in the urban areas, it's so developed that there's very few limited open areas. aside from those under the power lines. And so, because of that, we just kept on calling them the power line gauchos, mainly because it was mostly Mexican families in there, or Spanish speakers for sure. But every now and then, you can see them just kind of riding around in the streets here at home. And it's all like, oh, there goes the power line gauchos. But anyway, yeah, so they showed us that. They took us through everything. It's like, this is what happened. Some kids were like a little perturbed by it, but I was like, okay. So, if you use this blade, what do you use that for chopping? I was that weird one. What does this knife do? How do you use that? What's that bucket full? Why is it all red at the bottom of the animal? Oh, well, that's the drain bucket. Cool. How many buckets can you fill up? I was just asking all of those questions. And it's all like, huh, are you a little psychopath in the making, or are you just a kid who's interested? Both. All right, then, let's keep it going. Oop, let's go ahead and reapply this. But no, I honestly do believe that learning where your food come is an important thing, especially if you're a meat eater. But handle it right. Don't be like a Karen and like overhype the kids up. It's like, okay, when you're in there, take deep breaths, look at all this. If you start freaking out, breathe into this bag, take your medicine, and all this other shit where it's all like, stop hand holding him. Let them experience the wild. Now, to be fair, we can always say that until eventually something happens to a kid, and it's all like, well, if you didn't push him, it's like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize your kid was on the special needs list and needed to be watched when a very big, obvious sign that says, do not touch, is right in front of it. But no, I'm the bad guy for pointing out the do not touch sign that warns you not to do that. Dibs. Very good. Very good. Moving on to the north. And then we have 3 more down here. We are almost done with Virunga. The question will be, what will be after Virunga? The only reserve I don't have is the Scotland one, only because I'm kind of meh about it. Maybe during Christmas on a Steam sale I'll get it, but other than that, I'm not sold on it, shall we say. The same thing with the Swaziland. I just waited until it was on a super sale and it's like I picked it up. It's because like I want Africa. I want Africa, South America, more Australia or in India, Middle East, Eastern Europe. There are so many fucking places to go. Yet they just choose the same 2 locations, Europe and North America. Don't get me wrong. North America represent. But I can hunt these animals on my own. I see these animals on my own all the time. Or whenever I want to, and I make the effort to see them. Time frame 1:14. All right, we got another 5 hours before the sun hits up. Oh my god, fucking birds. It's just like the Canadian geese, except it's widgeons. Oh. I have to go pick up some more wrapping paper. We used all ours. Oh well. The only good thing about that is that when I have to go pick up the wrapping paper at the Dollar Tree, I'm going to be driving right by an In-N-Out. 3x3 cheeseburger. Large Diet Coke as well. I have to get large sodas everywhere I go now because I quit drinking sodas at home. Which, don't get me wrong, it's a good health choice and a great pocket money choice. But I miss my sodas. I miss my caffeine highs. However, money wise, it just always relents right there because it's kind of like it's like what happened when my aunt discovered when she quit smoking. I'm going to quit smoking, and then like 2 months later, it's like I have so much money I don't know what to do with because cartons of cigarettes in Washington, because that's where she is, fucking expensive. It's almost getting to $100 per carton. Now, depending on the brand, each carton can contain 18 packs of cigarettes, and each pack contains what, 20? Now, mind you, she was a chain smoker, so she powered through these things like nothing. But she had the talking to from the doctor, and it's like she had a surgery that was coming up, and it's like, you need to stop smoking in order to be eligible for this surgery that will help you remove this pain that you've been experiencing for the last decade and a half, I want to say. She fell and hurt herself, and like something's been bothering her ever since. So she finally said, I can't do this anymore. I'm getting older and older, and it's like, it hurts too much. And it's like, well, you need to stop smoking first. It's like, fuck. But anyway, she started doing it, and like second she looked around, it's like, wow, I still have like $800 that I haven't spent on anything. Yeah, that's how expensive them cartons were. Oh, Jekyll. Oh, it's a female, all by her lonesome self. Not big enough to worry about. Oh, more water. Honestly speaking, I wouldn't even say it's night hunting that I really like. It's the slow transition, the early mornings. So, like from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., right before the sun gets up, because the sun is universal in all maps for whatever reason. So just going at that point, but that transition, the magic hour, as I say. I love hunting in the magic hour. Yeah, yeah, run away, little jackal. Nothing. All right, so we got that one. Except, is that what I think it was? Yep. Just a big old dead zone, unfortunately. I mean, to be fair, we've seen our fair amount of animals, and we've also hunted our fair amount of animals. So I think this session would be a success, even if it was chopped up a little smaller than it was intended to be. My apologies on that part again. Wait, okay. Level 3, 45 to 56. Ah, where'd that other one go? Okay, well, I guess that kind of sorts it out about who we're going to go after, because I can't see any of the others. There's a tree blocking them. I can see it. Damn. Unfortunately, it looks like the Springbok have escaped this time around. No charge at us on the cliffside like last time. That was fucking great. I just got that one Springbok on the cliff edge, and the next thing you know, the entire herd comes running back to us. Had to reload the gun 3 times over with how many shots we had to waste. Alrighty, buddy. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not interested. 36.80 kilograms at a 53.64 trophy rating, a silver stamp with 1,118 in cash. Oh, right up the backside. I would say that's the hips, not really the butt. Like, we need to get into that tail region if we want to get the butt. But we hit the roof of it, punched right through his stomach, into his liver and his right lung. All right, true score of 53. All right, that's pretty average for the Springbok. All right, unfortunately, with all that gunfire, definitely nothing is around here, so we'll keep on humping it forward. God damn it. Uh, Sweet Jesus. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I just don't have. I can't touch Streamlabs. It will fix itself eventually. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. We're good. I just hope by the time we get to finishing up that it goes ahead and allows me to access it again. Okay, where were we? Ah, yes. Back over that way. The fact that Hunter Call of the Wild, which beforehand has never crashed like that, is now crashing, is a big flag rising up in my head, unfortunately. Oh, also, if you are chatting through YouTube or Kick, I will not be able to see you right now because, again, the thing crashed, so I can't see that side of the chat. Oh, hey, there it goes. Yay! So if we just wait it out, it eventually fixes itself. Man, if only all my problems could be solved that way. This is why I want to live longer, so I can just wait out all of my issues. Cruel dictator running the country. All right, I'll just hunker down, wait him out. He'll die eventually because for some reason, dictators always happen to be these very, very old fucking people. Mm. Time frame 148. Oh yeah, no, plenty of time. Yeah, unfortunately, at a certain distance, it's just not that good. I'm wondering when they'll start releasing like the next high tech hunting pack. Because if they do, I'm really wishing, I wish to guarantee that what they'll release is a thermal pack. You know, the whole blue, yellow, red, white, that kind of stuff. That would be much more visible compared to just night vision. Gun wise, I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with my guns. They've gone everything from modern, muzzle loaders, and oh god, lever actions. They have all sorts of guns. And it's like there's just no new hunting style, or there's no animals that are worth the hunting. Suna Bartan, I would say, definitely upped the ante, especially how they gave the tigers the stalk mechanic. But then you see the next reserve they come out with was the Scottish one, and it's all like there's nothing unique about it. Ah, yes, the ultimate trick of Necrons. Guys, it all sucks like now. To hell with old ones and Eldar. Let's just sleep it off. Wakes up as evolved monkey in red robes trying to fuck its port sockets. Have an unhealthy obsession with toasters. God, I miss how the text to speech device for the Emperor. I really love that series. But no, Games Workshop has to have the final fucking say. They're acting like Fura Mouse. Because Disney was just as anal about it. Disney has laid back significantly to what they were before, but they were worse than Games Workshop in protecting, quote unquote, protecting their IP. But I think one of them that got national headlines here was then there's like this rural town doctor's office, and they had commissioned an artist in their town because it's everyone knows everyone kind of situation over there. I was like, hey, I have a children's pediatrics wing. Can you do something about it? Yeah, sure. So the guy drew a bunch of Disney stuff on it. Unfortunately, somehow Disney found out about this and they slammed this like mom and pop's hospital house, is what it was, and be like, you have to take that down. If not, we're going to sue you for like $100 million for copyright infringement shit. I was all like, what? And obviously, it's like this little rural town, so they don't have the money to do this. And it's like, well, what do we do? That same artist who was there, like, posted this story out there. It's like, guys, this is ridiculous. Do you agree? And everyone agreed. So Disney did what Disney does best. They hushed it up. It was like, okay, who was the idiot who decided to go scorched earth on a little mom and pop doctor house? You're fired or demoted. Probably both. And then they just dropped it. No apologies or anything like that. No reimbursement. No nothing. Because hail mouse. For the mouse will consume all, as is. Ooh, Gameswalk. Uh, there's a level 4. That's a little tempting, but we're right here next to this, so we'll keep going. Oh, more of them. Ah, yes, the power of transmutation. Being able to appear out of nowhere. 294, 293. Alright, they're pretty similar to each other. I still have an objective further on. I could probably take a shot at them once we get this. Widgeons. You're just as bad as the Canadian geese. Flying overhead and not shutting the fuck up. Alright, that one is there. Go ahead and that. And once we get that one, 4 more to go. Well, I say 4 more, but obviously this lookout post is going to reveal some more stuff over here. Almost done either way. Must have been the dog. Hearing footsteps behind me. Come on. Come on. You got it. There you go. It's a lovely view. Alrighty then. Where is the entryway over here? Oh boy. Zitshambishu means promise. This is the oldest hut in Virunga. It's named for the promise we make as wardens, a promise made not just to our ancestors, but to every animal, every tree, and every rock in the savannah. Every rock seems like a bit much. That promise is, we will preserve this land for our descendants. Though so much has happened in Virunga's past, your most important concern is Virunga's future. That's why my most important concern is you, grandchild. Aw. Wonder what that's like to have a grandparent who cared about you. My last conversation with my grandpa was how he was going to shoot me. Yeah, so not complicated feelings about it. And other than that, grandma was dead beforehand, at least on mom's side. Grandma on my father's side was complicated. She tried to get me like baptized without him knowing that one time. But the problem is the priest she took me to was like one of those real crazy ones who was like, if you don't do this, you will go to hell. And being a kid, I was like, I don't like this. What is this? Why am I here? It's to save you. But from what? From what I'm about to do to you if you don't do this. Needless to say, when my father, the old man, found out, he was livid. They were very strongly of the opinion that the kids we raise will have their own opinions and own viewpoints on everything. Very old lion poop. Nothing to worry about then. Let's just say his mother, my grandma, was more of the well, no, that's not necessarily true because I know, because grandma was her own kind of party girl. She was a how'd the old man put it? Sailor bunny. But then, like after she got through her party phase, she's all like holier than thou. I'm the grandma of kids of like my first grandkids to from my son. I don't know about the rest of my family. Parents made a big effort to make sure I did not know certain members of my family. And then you always wonder, and then later on you think, man, why don't I know them? And then you look up into them and it's like, oh, that's why I don't know them. Let's see. Arrested, in jail. Oh, you're on the run. You're on the run. Arrested. You're not even in this country. There's a whole list of plethora of things that just kind of made it like bad examples. I do know that the jackals were back over there. Unfortunately, this hill is not as low as I hoped. I kind of hope that we can get on the low hill right here and then climb up, but it's all just a steep climb. Yep, there they go. Balls. Well, wait, if they go out into the open that way, where are you? There's you. And there they all go. Nope, 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 nope. Jesus. Annihilated that poor boy. Just double check in. Yes, category 2s. Come on, turn a little bit, turn a little bit. Get that female off of you. Ah, no. The female's in the way. Alright. Well, I'll take that one over there. Beforehand, though, put you right there. And then we'll go cap this one and then go get our prize. Gunshot, so everything's probably run away right now. And stop. It's starting to get brighter. I can see things without having to rely on the night scope. Anyone out this way? Well, the other thing that's helpful is that the like little fog bank that rolled in on us is no longer here. Oh boy, another paragraph wall. Mother forced me to take first sacrament against my will. even I said since day one that I do not believe in any of it. It had cool priests who understood my situation, so let me pass the holy scriptures. Turns out that my mom only wanted it all for me so that I can get married in the church sect. Yeah, that's another issue. It's like everyone says like the church is so inclusive, the church will always be there and open its doors. They don't tell you that it's like once you open those doors, you're not really well, I guess it depends on the church, to be fair. To be fair. But depending on the church, if you open those doors and you walk in of your own free will, it can be a great community, a great place for you. However, if you're brought into that community and you don't believe the message, you could be finding yourself very much ostracized. I know for a fact that some people, before they kind of made much more secular and not so many with the priests, is like people couldn't get married because they weren't part of the church parish or something like that. They couldn't be buried in the graveyard of their family members because they didn't accept the parish or they didn't get baptized or any shit like that. Or these are just the horror stories I have heard and some I have witnessed, but this is what I heard. But it's all like the church will be looking for donations in order to accept people into their graves with their family members. So, for example, in Australia, I know there was one story about. Now, granted, I may be mixing this up with a movie. I'll say that right now because I don't remember. I think it's like Waterfinder or something. But it's based off of like a true interaction between this guy and a church. The church wanted this guy's water supply in Australia because you know Australia sucks and it's hot and it's a lot of venomous things, so sucks even more. Quick check around. Oh, nope, that was a dust bunny. But anyway, so it's like I understand that your wife died, but she did commit suicide because they had lost their three sons in a war that they were sent off to, and during that time, the town was going through a crisis because they didn't have enough young hands to do it. But the guy was a water diviner, water finder, whatever it was. But either way, he had found water on his property, and it was like the only water within miles of the whole town. And the church wanted control of it. But they understood because, and they held over his head. It's like, well, your wife committed suicide, so we can't bury her here by our own rules. And he's all like, what are you talking about? She's a member of the parish. She's been coming here all her life since she was a kid. I was like, yes, that's true, but she committed suicide. However, if you were to donate, and they'll use that word specifically, donate your water pond to us, we will be more than happy to bury her with her family in the parish of her childhood. And just saying all these things back to him, it's like, yeah, we understand that, but we want that water you have. So kindly donate it to us. Otherwise, your wife will be labeled as a heathen who's not buried with her family because the church is greedy. Plain and simple. 9.53 kilograms at a 21.25 trophy rating. A silver stamp with 1,137 in cash. Stomach and liver. I'm terrible at leading shots. That should have been a lung. But I'll take it nonetheless. Who's there? Oh, it's a rabbit. Mrs. Cottontail. Alone out here. Don't you know that there are predators? Here, let me ease your concerns. And now, all of her concerns are gone. Blessed be the end, for the rabbit has found it. Well, what was it was saying? It's like it was like the Roman Empire became the church or something like that. England became a bank. Like what happened to these great powers? What they transform into? How like their dissolution? It's like their dissolution happened, yeah, but in the long run, also, dog, can you actually retrieve my rabbit? Go get some retriever experience. But yeah, no, they were saying like how the Roman Empire had moved into the church. Basically, all the big, powerful figureheads took all of their resources, wealth, whatever they had, and they just rebranded themselves in order to stay alive, which I think has happened like time immemorial. Good boy. Oh, wow. Gold rabbit. 4.10 kilograms at 4.16 trophy rated. Gold stamped with 396 in cash. Nice, clean through and through. Good rabbit. And okay, so we did that one. And we are going back this way. Fast travel over here. Church need money, food, water. It's God's will. Give or die, heretic. By the way, Jesus loves you. Yeah, no, that's entirely their message. Now, the problem is all like you will come across both sides. Devil's advocate here. You will come across exactly what we're talking about: the greedy, the needy, the demanding of the church, all using the words of God to quell any opposition who comes into contact with them, or they'll use that as their argument point. But on the opposite side, you will encounter those people who truly have faith in it, and it is an impressive sight to see what people with absolute good faith will be. We see bad faith, we see it all over the time, especially with those, um, well, let's just name names here: Islam, fundamentalist Islam. Because obviously, we see in the UAE, they don't have these issues that the West is having right now. For whatever the reason may be, it is what it is. But the fact remains is that they are a very heavy death cult. When their promotional videos to showcase their religion is women holding up their children to say, "Here is a martyr, take my child, he will be a martyr and we will love him." I mean, that seems like a very common logic to say, no, no. But then again, nowadays we have to be inclusive. Well, actually, no, we did have to be inclusive. Not anymore. I can call bullshit now. I honestly can't wait to read the history books of this time period. What they will say. It's a sign. Oh, back into the fog bank. Catholic Church, aka Vatican, is super corrupted, full of criminals who hide and empower pedophile files. Yeah. I mean, Spotlight shined a thing onto that here in the States. You know what's terrible? Is that I saw several churches that I used to go by as I was younger and even as I'm older. And I was looking at the list because at the end of the movie Spotlight, it shows a listings of all the churches in the States and around that had these pedophile preachers in them, and how they were like shifted. As if you haven't watched Spotlight, it's a good movie because it goes to show like the corruption, the heavy amounts of corruption that the church did and used to protect their image. But of course, the problem is that this was all overshadowed because during Spotlight's investigation into the corruption of the church, 9/11 happened here. And obviously that took our attention in a completely different way. Female, don't care. And it was almost completely shoveled, if not for the fact that they kept with it. Ooh, no, that's a sign. Why are there so many signs? I mean, the way I see it now is that they're not doing anything. I can't think of one major project that the church is doing. Now, granted, sometimes the church is quiet about it, and that's okay. That's Probably also preferable because you don't want to get grant favor to whatever religion it is, as we've seen what happens when a religion has favor behind it. Oh, there's a rabbit over there. Thank you for announcing yourself. But anyway, I mean, I think people understand what I'm saying when I'm mentioning that they're not doing anything. Can you name like the last major project that the church did for actual good and not just a bunch of bureaucratic politicking bullshit? Because I can't. 2.93 kilograms at 2.87 trophy rate with a silver stamp and 365 in cash. Ooh, right through them. And I mean that in the sense of like, did they build anything to help people? Did they do a mission? I know for a fact that they were quiet as all hell with Sudan and what was happening to the Christians over there. So how can you dare to call yourself the head of the Church of the Christ faiths when you will not defend your Christ faith believers? They don't. And they just let them be massacred. And so it's all like, what's the point of the church if you can't even defend your flock? Because that's what the church's role was also supposed to be. They were the shepherds of the flock. Out of sight, out of mind, I suppose. The fog bank and the moonlight is really not helping with the night vision. Ugh, excuse me. You want to experience at a church? Go to a gospel church. And I mean like go into the South gospel church. You'll find some really devoted people who are all into it. Not to mention with gospel singing can have some pretty high moments. And we got nothing. What was it? It was like it was the gospel singing and Elvis Presley seeing a tent preacher that made him into the king that he was before he got taken advantage of by a European. I don't know. I never actually saw the movie The King, nor was I ever really caring about Elvis. His music was good, but honestly, give me give me Israel from Hawaii instead. Somewhere over the rainbow. Dude was the size of a champion level sumo wrestler in Japan, but he had the voice of an angel. And seeing as how we haven't gotten a single call of anything out here, I'm going to assume this place is empty. Alrighty. We're almost there. We're almost done. Yeah, we should be able to climb this, no issue. Climb up here, stay up here, work our way across the road. Definitely something right there. And we'll see from there. Oh, but if you want to see crazy religious nuts, look for Scientology. Look for the Scientologists and just like any video involving them, and you'll see how crazy they are. Like the only reason Scientology still held some sway to this day is because of Tom Cruise. I don't know what Tom Cruise sees in them, but to each their own, I suppose. But he definitely is probably one of their biggest champions. I think South Park kind of explained the weirdness of Scientology pretty perfectly. And yeah, this all looks climbable. Nope, nope, nope. Come on, you got it. There you go. All right, bunny hop. There we go. Another codex, and then at last will be another lookout point. I keep looking at my hunter's hand, and I think he has like a tattoo of a floral design on it. It's like, oh no, wait, no, that's just his gloves. It's a nice hill. You can see a watchtower up here. Beyond Virunga. Across the river and over the hills, Virunga is surrounded by tribal villages. The threats that preoccupy us here at the reserve also do harm to the villagers. Drought and poaching, these are vast and systemic problems that we cannot solve. I mean, you say. No one wants to do it, though. We can't protect everyone and everything in the world. All we can do is our best work every day with our best intentions to protect Virunga. That is how you must approach this job. Otherwise, it may break your heart. See? See? Why can't people have that mindset? You cannot save everyone. First of all, it's not your job to save everyone. You're not God. And second off, it's like you're trying to do this when you can't even save the people around you. So how can you do that? Right. Looks like we're in the open. I don't see anything. Oh, wait. It's a lesser kudu. But if it's a lesser kudu, that probably means there's nothing else out here. Kudus always like to travel on their own here in Virunga. So level 3 too. He's pretty big. Get the queast. $50, 25, 0, down. And because we shot, everything's scared away, so we can run. Time frame 350. All right, not bad. Nope, nope. Should be around here. He ran a little ways to the north. That was a lesser female. There he is. It's got a spiral on him. The white tips. It's level 3. Gold? Ah, silver. Oh, so close to a gold. False gold. 85.53 kilograms, 132.62 trophy ring. We needed 132.86 to be gold. So he was there. Really close. Silver stamp with 1,041 in cash. Prize is at a true score of 132. Alrighty. Keep it moving. Depending on how many we'll find right here, I will either just go ahead and power through or we'll just go ahead and call it right there. But it looks like we are finishing up Virunga today, folks. Despite the setbacks. Yeah. Ow. It's another kudu. Speaking of, go ahead and reapply that. By the way, down of war, what gives? Do you mean Dawn of War? Or what? Play it again with me? You mean like Space Marine 2? Shit, Buffalo. Nice aggressive warning bark, dog. Thanks. Anyone else? Dog. What the hell was that? I didn't get a single warning bark or anything. %, 56%. All right. Nice. Oh, Dawn of War 40K. Oh, yeah. No, I just haven't bought it. That's all it is. I'm cheap, Police. I'm pretty sure that's been established right now. I am very cheap. So maybe Christmas when I get some Steam money coming my way as a gift, I'll go ahead and take a look into it for what my family gives me. 801 kilograms flat. Wow. At 132.59 trophy ring, a gold stamp with 1,496 in cash. But don't worry, I'll get it. It's just a matter of time for me. Take all that. Boom. Moon is going down. Yep, we just reached 4 o'clock. But yeah, no, that's all it is, Polys. It's just I'm very picky and stubborn with my money, so I kind of wait until it goes on sale. But even then, it has to reach like a certain percentage sale. Like if it's a sale that is anything below 30%, I don't really consider that a sale. It's like, that's still asking me to give you money more than I am okay with. But then, of course, it's like it takes them forever to actually drop a decent sale on certain items. And I get it at a certain point. It's like, nah, you just have to bite the bullet and pay it. And there are several games that I do that for. But just after so much disappointment or so much meh, I would say, where it's like the game is there, the game is playable, the game is fun, but it will not lock you in for any extended period of times for whatever the reason. So it's like, meh. Not to mention, it's really hard to find Steam cards nowadays. Granted, obviously, I can do it online, which no problem, easy. But because I'm more of a cash guy, it's all like I'm trying to use this cash to buy these things, and so like, where is it? Where are the Steam cards? Oh, well, we don't sell them anymore. Well, when will you get them? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? It's like, I don't know. We're running a whole store here. You can't expect us to just watch out for one single Steam gift card. My computer's screen light just keeps on flickering because, again, with the conflicting little lights that we got going on, we got the main light off our headlamp, and then we got the light from the moon. Everything just trying to keeps on refocusing in on itself. Oh, fuck, rabbits. Oh, hold on, hold on. The gunshot, of course, we just go ahead and run. Hello, Mr. Cottontail. God damn, it's hard to find some high-level rabbits. 3.56 kilograms and a 3.61 trophy rating. A silver stamp with 433 in cash. Ooh, right up the bunny's butt. Can you imagine you're there trying to get the score for your downed rabbit game, and your dog just sneaks in, steals the rabbit, and eats it? Or like tears it apart and then ruins the trophy score because of that? I see videos like that, but it's definitely not on Trophy Hunt for small game. It's like the Ratters. I see a lot of it in the UK, go figure. But they have like these Ratter squads that have these dogs with them, and I think it's like a bunch of terrier dogs or something, because that's what they were used for originally, I believe. And they would just kind of disturb the areas, and the little terriers would just run out and tear these rats up. Final viewpoint. And that was a buffalo just now. What is that giant hole in the mountain? What is most... Oh, fuck. There's quite a few things right here. Well, we'll get as much as we can. There you are. Ooh. Let's do 150 just in case. There's a kudu there as well. There's a whole herd of kudus. 50, 75, 25, 50, 0, 25, down. Oh god, oh god! I'm still alive. Alright, with that gunfire, of course, don't have to worry about running into anyone. So we shot him down here. He had to come up here. Where's the blood? No, that's the female. Dog! Hunt him up. Oh, wait, that's a blood spider right there. No, it's okay, Doug. I got an idea now. Over here. There you are. He's got a little bit of the ridging, but it's not very pronounced. Silver? No, gold. Okay. 783.48 kilograms at 128.30 trophy rating. A gold stamp with 1,495 in cash. First shot right through the scapula into the right lung. Second shot is blocked by the humerus. Okay, sure. All right. Nonetheless, keep on moving. Time frame 4:35. All right, the sun's almost here. Excuse me. All right, so unfortunately, we probably won't finish up Virunga today, but next time we'll be able to finish up Virunga and then move on to the next reserve. I'm more so still just disappointed that the commands that I inputted to actually work didn't work. I swear to God, I need like a streamer coach to just kind of go through here and just show me what I need to do and how to do it. Because it's ridiculous. I have to input a code from Streamlabs dashboard and then input a code into, well, not really code, but input commands into Streamlab dashboard and then into Twitch dashboard. And then even still, they don't fucking work. Mm. Ah, he's a little bit down. Oh, that's a whole herd of them. Oh, shit, mythical. 50, 25, 0, down. Nice. All right, mythical buffalo, let's go. He didn't get far. Blood splatters right there. Had to go this way. There's this cow pie. Wow. No, wait, that's very old. He dropped somewhere over here and I just missed him. Dog. Hunt. Oh, fuck. That don't count, dog. I saw him at the last second. Ooh, look at them ridges on here. This is a good old Duggar boy. So he's definitely a gold. The question is he a diamond? Fuck. Nope, another gold. All right. First shot, right lung. Second shot, right lung, liver. It really is nice when the animals stretch out like that and their organs kind of overlap so you can get double the damage. 824.93 kilograms. This is a big ass animal. 138.02 trophy rating with a gold stamp and 1,572 in cash. Nice, nice, nice. Alrighty. You're with me. And back we go. Sun's coming up. It's still a little bit of still a little bit of twilight. So we'll keep up with the night vision for now. But we're almost done with it.
And see, this is what I mean by hunting in like the prevailing twilight hours. Because you don't get this. Most of the time, everyone will just kind of, I get it, I get it. I'm going away. I'm going away. Most of the time, everyone just kind of goes for it. So, like, you hunt in the daytime but at like 6 or 7, because by then the sun is all the way up. But you miss out on all the cool, like, crisp morning hunts, as they were. You really don't like me, did you? Did I kill your son, your brother, your husband? No, wait, your guy. Well, no, don't judge. Your husband, your lover, maybe. Your brother from another mother. And tips. All right, very nice. Ah, alrighty. Well, we weren't able to finish everything off, but next session for sure, very easily completion. All this, some more missions, become the lion. Maybe, we'll see. 2, 4, 5. So we got 5 more slots to do, and then we're all done with Virunga. All right, folks. I guess that's time we start thinking about what our next reserve will be. I think we'll throw in Layton and Hirschville because those been with us the longest. We still have Medved to do. I know we did Yukon. I'm pretty confident we did Parquet. Pretty sure we did Quattro. We did Silver Ridge. We have not done. No, we did do Tarawa. We have not done Mississippi Acres. We have not done Reventuli. We have not done New England, Emerald Coast, Sundarban, Salzwiesen. We did ASCII. Alrighty. Okay, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, apologies about the late start. I fucked up again. But it is what it is. And my throat feels slightly better after taking some Dayquil. I can still feel the weird, tight knot in the back of it that hurts the fuck. But nonetheless, thank you all so much for joining me. Shouts, of course, to everyone who dropped by and shared the love of the game, and of course, all the other stuff, including Polys, Matthias, Raiju, Sib, and see, hold on, you may have been erased, and Smog. Okay, I think that's everyone. Nonetheless, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, even if it is a little bit of a shorter time. I will see you all tomorrow, where we pick up with War Tales and we're pirates again. So until then, if I don't see you again, I will see you on Discord. But if I don't see you in Discord, I hope you have a more good night, which may be. Hope you keep it safe. Hope you keep it warm or cold, whichever it is you prefer. Y'all know that I prefer. Stay with me. Neither. Why? Because one of too much is too much. You all know how it is. So, take care. I'll see you later.